When I signed my very first song that ended up being placed with my publisher, there was a period of about 6 weeks after I submitted the song to my publisher where I didn't hear anything back. I had practically forgotten that I even submitted my song to her when I woke up one day and decided to send a follow-up email just on a whim to see if she had received my song. She replied back right away that she had and that she loved the song and knew a place she could probably license it. She sent me the paperwork the very next day, and about 3 weeks later, my song made its national television debut. It's really important to follow up after you submit your music to publishers, libraries, supervisors, and so on. And following up on your submissions could be the difference between getting your music licensed or not. The reality is that most people working in the licensing business are busy and are inundated with submissions. There's a lot more songwriters than there are publishers and libraries, and there are a lot of publishers and libraries. Many times, people in the business will have received your submission, but just simply be too busy to respond. Following up with people is really just a friendly way to remind them that you've submitted your music and would like a response. Now, of course, you need to use your discretion with this, and if someone has a policy of not following up, of not wanting people to follow up, a don't call us, we'll call you mentality, well, then I would respect that. But generally speaking, following up is better than not. There are no hard and fast rules per se as far as when or how to follow up, but generally I'll follow up about 3 or 4 weeks after I've made my initial submission. You want to allow enough time to go by so that they've had time to receive and listen to your music, but not enough time to have passed that they've forgotten about you. About half the time, people will have received your submission but have not had a chance to listen. And the other half of the time, they'll have heard your music but just not had time to respond to you. Either way, following up gets the ball rolling and will help to move things forward, whether you end up working with someone or not. I recommend keeping an Excel spreadsheet to track all of your submissions and subsequent communication. You can track things like where your submission was made, when it was made, the songs you've submitted, the status of your submission when you follow up, notes on additional actions you need to take, and anything else you can think of. If you're submitting to a lot of different places like I usually am, it's easy to lose track of when and where your music has been sent, which of course makes it easy to forget who you need to follow up with. Keeping a spreadsheet will help you organize all the submissions you're making and will make it much easier to remember who to follow up with and any additional actions required on your part. So, in closing, you need to follow up on your submissions. It says all the right things. It says you care about your music and your career and that you're proactive. And again, it really does just help people remember you're waiting for a response. I think doing this will as much as double your efforts. I've had the experience many, many times where simply following up on your submissions will get things moving along. So, just do it.